All right, welcome back to another video. This video, we're going to be going over how I'm structuring my training split right now to try to get faster and also bigger and stronger. I am trying to get faster in shorter distances, which I think is possible, but I've never really tried it. So I'm really working on my 5K, 10K, maybe half marathon speed rather than longer distances like marathon, ultra marathon. So the key is speed and the key is strength right now. So right now I'm lifting 4 days a week and I'm running 5 days a week. I'll put some screenshots of all these workouts on the screen here to kind of show you what my runs are looking like. Right now this week I'm about 30 miles a week, and then like I said, lifting 4 days a week, and the lifts are push pull legs, and I'll just go like from, if it was from the very beginning, push pull legs push, and then the next week I'll start with pull and then whatever, just keep it rolling, right? So for example, this week the first run was 5.5 miles easy pace. Then Wednesday I did a speed workout of 6 miles, and that was 1.5 miles easy, and then I did 3 by 3/4 of a mile at 6-minute pace, 2-minute rest, and then 1/4 of a mile at a 5:35 pace with a minute rest. 3 rounds of that, and then 1.5 mile easy. Typically the speed work is a warm-up, speed work, and a cool down. And then Thursday we did 4.5 miles easy, and then today we have 1 mile easy, and then 2 by half a mile 650, half a mile 635, half a mile 615. So 1.5 miles straight through, progressively getting faster with a 90-second rest. 2 rounds of that, and then a half a mile cool down. So 4.5 miles. So like I said, shorter distances to where what I'm typically training for as of the last year, training for the Ironman. And then Sunday I'm just going to do 10 miles easy. It does have 7.5 miles on the plan, but I'm always going to try to do at least 1 mile or 1 run at 10 miles plus. And I'm going to do a 5K time trial next week, so I don't want to push too hard and go too far, but I'm just going to do so about like 31 miles this week. And so we're going to hit that speed workout. I'll talk a little bit more about it while we're doing it, and then we'll come back here for a quick push workout, and that'll be it. But this is like my new goal that I haven't really tried to do efficiently, which is try to get faster and stronger at the same time. And I think I could do it as long as I'm keeping it shorter distances and eating enough food and lifting enough weight. So let's get it. Also, before the run, this is typically what I'm doing. Obviously, if it's like a longer run, there's going to be a little bit more fueling. But basically, if you guys don't know, carbs are your fuel and electrolytes are your hydration along with water. So G1M Sport right here, this is what I've been kind of just conveniently grabbing out of my mini fridge. It has carbs, electrolytes, and caffeine, so it's like the perfect little mix. I also did have my coffee this morning, but sometimes I won't even have coffee. So I'll usually have this, and then if it's like a longer run, I'll also have a Go bar, but it's only 4.5 miles. So, you know, pre-run, that's all I'm really thinking of. I'm not having a big breakfast where I feel too full, and I feel like doing that really holds me back on my endurance work in the morning. I just want some simple, fast digesting carbs and some electrolytes and water, and then when I get back from my run, that's when I have my first big meal, and then there's some more carbs, but primarily protein on that meal, digest that, and then we get into the lift. So when like people talk about meal timing, and some people like really get into like intermittent fasting, and they're like, oh, like, what do you think about intermittent fasting? All that stuff is great if you're thinking about fueling your workouts, not thinking about how it's going to change your body. Because no matter when you eat, you can eat 1 gigantic meal a day or 6 small meals a day, and all that matters is calories in, calories out, and then your macros, so you're hitting a protein goal and stuff like that. If you're in a calorie deficit, no matter what, you're going to lose weight. If you're in a surplus, no matter what, you're going to gain weight. But you just want to think about, you know, meal timing in the terms of fueling your workouts. So that's how I do it. Fuel your workouts and make sure you're eating when you feel good for your workouts, and then the rest will kind of follow. And right now I'm trying to be in a calorie surplus so I can gain some weight, but this is what I'm doing this morning before the run. So let's do it.
All right, 1 mile down, so super easy. Like how I treat those warm-up miles is just really slow. Like even on the app, I'm using the Run app right now for my plan, and it says like no faster than 7:55. I think I did like an 8:30 or something. So really just keeping the heart rate low, really just getting warmed up and allowing myself to kind of save myself and warm myself up for this working set or 2 working sets. So right now, nice little break, and then we're going into, like I said, a half a mile 6:50, half a mile 6:35, half mile 6:15. So 1.5 miles straight, progressively getting faster. And I'll just split it on my watch to make sure I'm averaging those paces for those half mile increments. A rest, another round of that, and then a half mile back. So let's do it. First working set. This isn't like a workout that should be like absolutely killing me and draining me completely, but it is a nice workout of just progressively getting the legs moving faster. So it should be hard, but not too hard, but we shall see. On the second half a mile, shooting for 6:35 for this half mile, and then into 6:15. Feeling pretty good, averaging 6:23, so a little bit fast on this one, but overall feeling smooth halfway through this half. I have noticed since I've been lifting heavier on these speed workouts, my back gets so tight like into these reps, and something I didn't really deal with during my Ironman block because I just wasn't really doing heavy squats or heavy deads. But man, my back is tight already. All right, rep 1 done. Not too bad. Definitely heart rate got pretty high, but not too bad. We've got 1 more. Like I said, this isn't a workout. It's gonna like absolutely crush me, hopefully. And that one felt pretty smooth. So I just got 90 seconds. Now about a minute left on the rest. Straight into the next one. And then a half mile cool down all the way back to the house. 4.5 miles. Kind of medium intensity on the workout today. Just kind of a little bit of a taper going into the 5K time trial next week. So anyway, 1 more round. Got about 0.3 left at 6:15 pace, and then to the cool down. We're at 6:03 pace right now on average for this half mile. All right, work done. 2 rounds over. Just have a half a mile easy, and we'll walk back to the house and fuel up and get into the lift. Overall, it was kind of the effort that I thought it would be. Hard, but not too hard. And I feel like that's how Runna kind of sets up these run plans and these speed workouts. Like 1 to 2 times a week, there's like a really hard workout. And then 1 time a week, there's like kind of a medium effort speed workout. And then there's obviously your easy runs in between there. So happy with how that felt. Heart rate stayed decent, and just a half mile left. So let's finish it off. All right, run done. We did 4.57, so basically exactly what was programmed. 32 minutes, 7:05 average pace, average heart rate 150, max 183, so definitely got pretty high towards the end of that 6:15 pace. And yeah, like I said, overall felt pretty good. So run is done, nice and short, 32 minutes, very short, but nice and compact with some speed work. And we're gonna have some breakfast, basically the same breakfast I have every single morning, digest that for a little bit, and then probably hit a push workout either up here or downstairs, depending on what we have on the plan. I'll check that. But yeah, time for breakfast.
All right, breakfast this morning. Went to a local spot, Southern Grounds. So for those that feel like they can't really eat healthy when they go out, you can always customize. Like this wasn't exactly on the menu. It was a three egg omelet. I like to always have 5 eggs, so I could ask them to make 5 egg omelet, and then put some other protein in there as well. Some sourdough toast, some fruit, mostly protein, but a decent amount of carbs to also fuel our next workout, the push day lift, chest, shoulders, triceps. So with every meal, you know, I'll typically have mostly protein focused, but still some carbs, especially if I'm trying to fuel my next workout. So this is like the perfect breakfast. This is pretty much exactly what I would make if I was home, but actually even better because I got sausage, bacon, and ham, which I usually just do eggs, and some nice solid fruit and sourdough bread. So solid breakfast. Crush this and into the lift. Push workout today, chest, shoulders, triceps. I have a couple more weeks of my push-pull leg split, and then I'm moving to the Arnold split, which is chest and back, shoulders, arms, and then legs. And like I said, I do 4 lifts a week, just keeping it rolling. So today started off with incline dumbbell bench press, 2 sets of 12 to warm up, then 3 sets of 5, going pretty heavy today. Then we did dumbbell flies, 2 sets of 12, 2 sets of max. Now we're in the military press, so into the shoulders, do 2 chest, 2 shoulders, and then I'll probably just do 1 tricep today, and then a burnout with some push-ups and some abs. But we did a set of 10 and then 3 sets of 5 here on military press. Then we're gonna go into dumbbell laterals, which is what I hit pretty much every single time if I do shoulders. And then we will do dumbbell skull crushers, and then into push-ups and abs. So I say it in every single video, but make sure when you are lifting, you're writing down your weights. This is a new weight for me, going for five reps. So I wrote that down, 3 by 5, 135. We're still just slowly getting our weight back up there. And then I have my 3 by 8s also written down to make sure I'm at least doing the same weight or heavier every single week, which is gonna signal the body to grow. So if you really wanna signal the body to grow, go heavier over time, make sure the calorie surplus, make sure you're hitting the protein. All right, that's it, workout done. So this is how I am trying to get faster and stronger at the same time. Really just working on shoulder speed work, as you saw today with the run workout, into the high protein meals, trying to stay in a calorie surplus, and then also making sure I'm lifting heavier over time. 5 runs, 4 lifts every single week. That is pretty much what the split looks like right now. And then also I'm starting to do some mixed martial arts. I'm doing jiu-jitsu 2 times a week now, and also a kickboxing class 1 time a week. So that's been fun, just been doing that the last week, and I'm super sore, my back's super tight and everything, but it is something that I've been wanting to get back into ever since I was, you know, super into wrestling in high school and got into some boxing after high school. And it's just something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but didn't have enough time for it. So I'm excited for that. But that is the workout split right now. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you have any suggestions on what you want to see more of down below, let me know, and all the links help out. If you want to become an airline pilot, check out Melbourne Flight Training. If you want to, you know, get some insight on that life, I have an ebook called Becoming an Airline Pilot. So all those links down below help out. Code JOEM on a lot of the products, and you know, BPN as the supplement sponsor. Really like their stuff. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you on the next one.